Speaking of magic, the four pillars. This question comes from Boom Boom. We will be still doing Stumped Idiots on YouTube, but if there's a question or comment that's the podcast that's worthy of a segment, we'll do it. Boom Boom, it was the original host of WrestleAM, maybe? I don't know who the original host is. He's an old school host, but got too busy, and we love him. All right? Either that...
My first time around was with Booms.
Listen, it's either we love Boom Booms or SidsLight killed him and threw him in the river. One of the two. Go with what you want to believe.
Why do we have to? Why does that have to be one of the options that I'm a murderer?
No, because you know how people over exaggerate when there's a new host. I don't know. Believe it.
You just got me investigated.
Hey man, I'm sorry, dude.
The Pineapple Man is fine.
Pineapple Man's fine, and we love him. Here's his question. All right. MJF, Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin, and Jungle Boy are promoted as the four pillars of AEW. Do you agree or disagree? Why? If not, then who do you think are the real four pillars of AEW? And if I could be a little bit of a nerd here, I think pillars, a lot of people see it different. To me, the way I see it is if you take away a pillar, it falls. I don't think these are the four pillars. You take away Jungle Boy, no one notices. You take away Sammy G, I'm sad, but it doesn't change the show. You take away Darby Allin. Now, MJF, I think is a pillar. I think you take away MJF, it hurts.
A lot, yeah.
But a lot of people say they pick young guys. I see pillars as the most important. I know they're stealing this off Japan, and it was like, with us four, we're going to build something great. That's where, this idea came from. I'm sure there was other people in history, but they're the first ones in pro wrestling, to the best of my knowledge, that did this. A lot of the other wrestlers hate it because it's like, oh, well, they're that. But I disagree with them being the pillars, except for MJF. I think MJF, you could consider him a pillar. I think the other three guys are gone. We're just like, oh, what happened to them? That's me. I don't know. Do you agree or disagree?
I'm with you. I think it goes in descending order from MJF is the most important to Sammy, Darby, Jungle Boy.
Yeah. And
Jungle Boy being the least. I think Sammy's on the line, but overall, no, I don't think that they are the pillars as I would define a pillar. I don't think that they're that critical. Moxley, I would say is a pillar. Kenny Omega, I would say is a pillar. MJF, I'd say, yeah, he's a pillar. Because if these people left, there's a noticeable hole that forms in their leaving.
Yeah, it's a very interesting situation. I say Kenny is the biggest pillar. I mean, we're not going to count Tony Khan. And there's a part of me that's like, oh, Tony Khan's a pillar. He leaves, the place goes bankrupt. But that's just fucking cheesy.
That's just, yeah. He's not someone that we see in kayfabe or presented as a character.
Please stay that way. Please stay that way. Please stay that way. I say Kenny Omega is the biggest pillar. I think without a doubt, you get rid of him, a lot of people stop watching. I think MJF is very important. I think Moxley's very important. That fourth pillar is hard, because I'm thinking, is it the Young Bucks and they share a pillar? Is it Chris Jericho? Chris Jericho definitely thinks he's a pillar. Chris Jericho probably thinks he's the whole fucking building.
Chris Jericho 100%, if he was listening right now, would be like, it's obvious.
I'm all four pillars. My two legs and my two arms. Build the whole company on my back.
And Ricky Starks.
I think Tony Khan will probably see CM Punk as a legit pillar. I don't know if the rest of the world sees him as a pillar.
I don't think he's a pillar.
So,
because he tried to tear the company down. A pillar, by definition, is a person or thing regarded as reliably providing essential support for something. He did the fucking opposite. He tried to tear it down in one night.
All right, so
he was mad and hurt.
I don't know. I think Moxley, Kenny, and MJF are the three we agree on. That fourth one is difficult. I mean, do we share the Young Bucks? I don't know. Do Young Bucks share a pillar? I mean, in the beginning, it was in the beginning, it was. Sorry, go ahead, sir.
I would almost say yeah to the Bucks, because the Bucks, their vision for tag teams and stuff is a big part of what made it initially very interesting and exciting.
Ah, very true. Very true. I mean, the original four are the Bucks, Kenny, and Cody. And that one pillar left.
Yeah.
One pillar
Rip.
left. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool gimmick and a cool storyline, but at the same time, a pillar is like important. When they leave, it comes crumbling down a little bit. You know?
Yeah, if Jungle Boy left, nothing would really happen.
Got it. I saw you said
Darby fans would notice a lot more than Jungle Boy.
No, yeah, Jungle Boy's definitely by far the worst pillar.
He didn't even know who Sonata was.
Which doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense.
I'm so annoyed with that. I'm gonna accept its open challenge. I don't know who he is, but I heard there was a guy who issued an open challenge, and I'm there.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess the question for you guys is, who is your 4 pillars? And I might do a 4 pillar series where who are the most important people for each company? WWE, Noah, Impact, and of course it's just an opinion, so please yell at us in the comments. There you go. I don't know. Maybe each company will say who the pillars are. That'd be kind of interesting. Interesting situation. Maybe. Yeah, because a lot of people say it's got to be young people. But I don't think it's got to be a young person to be a pillar.
No, like it could be someone who works backstage that just helps.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, Tony Khan's like, fuck this, I'm gone. He is the pillar. Or maybe he's the foundation. Yeah. He's the foundation. But yeah, it is an interesting situation.